What is going on, boys? This is where we're at right here with the Eagles. They lose a heartbreaker, 27-21. I want to say this before we get started. I talked smack all week long about how the Eagles were going to win this football game. I had Buccaneers fans coming on here hating on me and all this, and they're saying, this is why we're going to win. Deshaun Jackson and Mike Evans. This is why we're going to win. The defensive line. And I will give credit where credit is due. I talked smack. Deshaun Jackson, Mike Evans, they made plays, and it happened. It happened. But I'm going to talk about this game in my perspective, what I saw out of the Eagles, what I saw in this football game. But like I said, before I get going, I'll own it. I'll own it. I talked smack, and we lost. And that's part of the game. I'm going to believe in my team every time we step on the field. So let's get this thing going. We start off the game with Deshaun Jackson on a 75-yard touchdown run. Sometimes it takes the Eagles a little bit to get involved in the game. I don't think they really did well this first half at all. It starts out just like that. And Jim Schwartz, I think, didn't have a great game plan. It was to play soft. The game plan was just to play soft and just let them in front of you, and we'll make the tackles after that. Well, the issue was we weren't even making the tackles after that. That was a problem. Our first half, the defense was not there. It was not the defense that we know. Is that because of the threat of Deshaun Jackson, Mike Evans, Howard? Is it? We played terribly first half defense. It was bad. Missed tackles. Ronald Darby with a big missed tackle. It was just ugly. Jalen Mills, bad coverage. Throughout the game, I thought, for him. We struggled and we were down big time going into half. I did not like Jim Schwartz's game plan. We had Jay Ajayi leaving, Jason Peters leaving, and Vaitai got worked from there. JPP all over him for quite some time. And that's when that defensive line got going. When Jason Peters got knocked out and did not come back in the game, which is a concern, Vaitai couldn't handle JPP. Now, our receiver core, okay, I said Zach Ertz would step up, which he had a better day. Nelson Aguilar, we know what he brings to the table. Mike Wallace leaves the game with an injury, does not return. But even him, we stink in our wide receiver core. We might have the worst wide receiver core in the NFL right now, and that's a problem. Nick Foles does not have options. We need to look for Nelson Aguilar every single time. We need to look for Zach Ertz. Those two were the only two that were getting decent touches. Aiken a little bit late, got some here and there, but garbage. Gibson, Carter, Perkins, it's not going to work. That's not going to fly. We will not be able to be effective with those type of receivers on the field. We need playmakers. Nelson Aguilar is good, but he stays in the slot. No one's there to stretch the field, and that hurts. That hurts. Now, for the second half, we did have Jay Ajayi come back, and this is what I saw out of him. A nice run to start the second half. Beautiful, right up the gut. But then Doug P goes for a crucial 4th and 4. We miss on it, and then they go down and score with a defensive breakdown. Now, we live and die by Doug Peterson. He is a ballsy play caller. That did not work, and it costed us a touchdown. We need to realize that we got to live and die with these. That's what he is. You know what else is ballsy? A Philly special in the Super Bowl on the goal line, 4th down. That's ballsy, too. It's not going to work 100% of the time. Hindsight right now, yeah, I didn't like it. And at the time, I thought it was a little ballsy, too, to give them that type of field to go down on. That type of field. You can't have that. Ryan Fitzpatrick, another beautiful day. More touchdowns, more yards. Our defense was not locked in today. Now, we started to come back in the second half. We battled, and made it a 27-21 game. We had a touchdown. We had a turnover. Malcolm Jenkins strips the ball out of Mike Evans' hands. We had opportunities, but we also shot ourselves in the foot. Brandon Graham, with about 2 minutes left, trying to get the ball back, down 1 score. Offsides. We missed a field goal at half. It could have been 20-10 at half, but instead, it's 20-7. That was big. Now, I'm trying to look at this in perspective of, it's week 2, we lose a game, maybe it's good. Maybe it's good. We stop smelling ourselves a little bit. Yes, I'm hurt. Big time. It kills me. We lose a football game. It's week 2. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now are a hot football team. It's not like they're a garbage squad. the second half adjustments kicked in. We did okay, but we dug ourselves in too much of a hole. Our defense did not play the way our defense normally does. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe this wakes up Howie Roseman. We need receivers. We do. Whether it's Alshon coming back, I think we need more than just Alshon coming back. Carson Wentz might be playing third week from what we're hearing now. But we don't have a good receiving core. We don't. And we need to make moves on that. We need to stop smelling ourselves and thinking we're this big, bad team. If we don't come out and play right, teams are going to beat us. So I think it might be a blessing in disguise to wake up this team a little bit. 27-21. We battled back, but we shot ourselves in the foot a lot, and you got to give credit where credit is due. Ryan Fitzpatrick, another phenomenal game. Deshaun Jackson, Mike Evans. The reason why we played such soft coverage is because we were respecting them a little too much, I thought. But we had to, right? That was the game plan. I thought it was a piss-poor game plan by Jim Schwartz. I think our receivers are just not cutting it. Perkins, Gibson, Carter. I mean, they're not targeted. You want to know why they're not targeted? Because they can't get open because they stink. They stink. Now, I talked about the injuries on the Eagles side. You also had their top two corners not playing, and on top of that, some of their corners going down. So they're getting hurt, too, in that football game. They beat us. They beat us. We did not play our best game. And now we need to respond against a Colts team who just won, who just beat the Redskins. So I'm a little frustrated. It's not the end of the universe. It's only week 2. The season's... You go through your roller coaster, and that's what builds your team. We don't have Carson Wentz. Maybe he's returning, maybe not. But my takeaways from this is our receiving core is garbage. Our defense was bad today, and I think that started with Jim Schwartz and Doug P. going for a crucial 4th and 4 at around the 50 to open up the second half, and that essentially costed us because we lose by 6 points, and they went down and scored a touchdown instantly off that. We're a little banged up right now. What's Jason Peters going to be like? Now, Vaitai got torched by JPP early when he first came in, but you didn't hear too much of him getting worked in the second half. Not too much. Let me know what you think down below on this game. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. We can battle back. We can address the situations. It's only week 2. We're now 1-1. How do we respond? Let me know down below in the comments section. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.